Okay, so we're not in trouble?
I don't think so. Milchick said we're famous.
All of us equally, or one of us is like the star?
So what's it like? I mean, it's been almost 3 years since Severance ended season 1. What's it like to finally almost have this?
It feels great to be at this point because we've been working towards it for the last 3 years. And it's, we didn't intend for it to take this long, but life happens and things happen. And we just wanted to try to make something that would be as good as possible when we finally got back on the air. So it's great to be talking about it. It's great that we're almost at the moment where we'll be able to share it with the fans.
Yeah. If you had to compare season 2 to a theme park ride, what theme park ride would it be?
Oh my God.
Wow.
I don't know, like a weird kind of, house of fun, horrors, roller coaster, weird thing.
Like a more disturbing It's a Small World.
There's definitely a little that vibe.
It's an experience that grows as you go through it. I don't know.
Yeah, that'd be a good theme park ride though.
It would be.
The Severance ride where you go in and you forget everything that happened when you're in there and you come out.
There's goats. There's all kinds of things.
I'm curious for the both of you. Severance defied like easy labels when it came out. It had some humor, sci-fi, drama. What was it about the show for both of you? Because Ben, it came to you a while before it actually came to fruition.
Yeah. I was, working on Escape at Dannemora actually when I first got the script, and I just thought, oh, this is amazing. It's funny. It's weird. It reminded me of a lot of different shows and movies that I loved, and yet it was its own thing. And then it just took a little while to build it and to make sure that we got Adam and to just create it. And then COVID hit right before we started to shoot, so it's been a long process. But for me, it was always this concept was just such a great, smart idea that opened up so many possibilities. The idea of being able to have a chip that cuts off your memories when you go to work and you don't remember what happened at work. Then you leave work, you don't remember that. And so you're sort of like these two different people, and that fantasy that I think a lot of people might have when they go to work. Yeah.
Adam, what was it for you about the genre and the different genres that you got to play in?
Yeah, it was similar to Ben in that it was a mix of all of these incredible genres that I'm a fan of. And it just read like something that as an audience member, I would run to. I would be a voracious fan of. And at the middle of it was this incredible role. And the opportunity to play this role, when I first read the script, I felt, if I get the chance to actually play this role, it will be because I've been earning it all of this time, these 20 some odd years at that point, to get to a place where I got the opportunity to play a role like this one. I'd been working towards it the whole time. So it was kind of everything I'd ever wanted to do.
Ben, you've worked in films that have huge fan bases, but Severance has got its own unique thing. What's it like for you to be part of, a world where there's dozens of message boards, Reddit threads, people talking about different theories? That must be unique.
Totally new experience. There are not any real message boards with theories like that for Zoolander. How dumb is he? No, but it's so much fun. It's so much fun because it's so much bigger, than anything else in terms of the possibilities that people are thinking about and what that opens up and the engagement that people have with the show and the expectation too, which we think about every day when we're making the shows, that we want to, satisfy this audience that is so connected to the show. So yeah, it's unlike anything I've ever experienced.
Yeah.
So Adam, what's that like? Do you have people coming up and trying to have you give them spoilers? How did you dodge that for the last 2.5 years?
You just have to be really careful about what you say. But the great thing is that multiple times a day, I have people coming up asking when season 2 is. And first of all, back in September when we announced the date, I was relieved to finally have January 17th to tell them. And now it's great. You can just say it's weeks away. But yeah, it's so incredibly flattering to have these fans that are so zeroed in on the details and coming up with theories. And, so when we're making the show, we have them in mind the whole time, and we're zeroing in on the smallest of details because we know that they'll be looking at all of it.
Ben, before we wrap,
Yeah.
I mean, you've given us so many amazing performances in front of the camera, but the last like 6-7 years, Escape from Dannemora and Severance, the work behind the camera, what is that, what have you gotten out of that?
It's for me what I always wanted to do since I was 8 or 9 years old, is be a director, and I've been directing over the years, but just to be able to just do that and not be in front of the camera, not that I don't love acting too, but just to do one thing at a time. And I it's my dream. So I'm happy every day that I get to sit and work with Adam, or sit and work with our editor and just put this thing together. It's what I love the most.
And how does he get the best out of you?
I mean, truly, Ben is my favorite director to work with, and one of our best filmmakers. And I, get to set, and I'm just trying to get up to Ben's level. There's no one working harder than Ben, truly.
Wow.
And we're all just working to get up, and we want to do the very best we can for him, and just have this total 100% trust in Ben and his taste and his attention to detail. It's just the best experience possible. I mean, if you think about the breadth of what Ben has done just as a filmmaker, from Reality Bites to Tropic Thunder to Dannemora, Escape at Dannemora to Severance, it's unequaled, really.
Now. Goodbye, Marcus.
Wait!